Today we are going to talk about time management. Time management, generally time management has certain functions. What are those functions? Basically, time data recording, time data recording, leave management, attendance management, time data collection. These are the primary functions of this time management module. So time management module is a very important module in SAP HCM. So we can maintain data, type recording data, time data recording. So SAP system doesn't go for time data recording. It evaluates the timings of the employee. You can maintain positive time management, or for time data recording, you can go for two types. For example, time data recording, you can either go for two types like positive time recording, time data recording, and negative time data recording. We can divide it into two parts. Positive time data. What is this positive time data recording? When you are talking about positive time data recording, it means it captures the actual working times of an employee. It captures, let me type, it captures the actual working times of an employee. So what are they? They can be like absence days, or absence hours, not only days, sometimes absence hours, or even attendance days or attendance hours. These are some of the examples of positive time data recording. You can specify, for example, you can specify like morning 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock is the time. From 11 o'clock to some 11:01 to say some 11:30 is the tea break. Like this, whether it is actual working hours or actual absences, you can maintain, is called as a positive time data recording. Negative time data, negative time data recording. So this negative time data recording captures the deviation. Negative time data recording captures the deviations of the planned working time. Any of the deviations it can. So there is a difference between planned working time, actual working time, and deviations. So deviations meaning how many hours are deviated from the planned working time. How many hours or how many days you can specify. So if you are saying, for example, 9 o'clock, you are saying in the company it is 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the evening, say 5 p.m. So in SAP, you don't write 5, you can write some 1700. 1700. So when you are maintaining this kind of thing, if unpaid absence is there for 1 hour lunch break, for example, you can maintain it as deviation. So next thing, this is about time data recording. Time data recording. Leave management, attendance management, all these things you can maintain. So for time data recording, what is important is time recording interfaces, cats, R3 cats, other things we can maintain. In time data recording, how you are maintaining time recording interface. One, time recording, time data recording, interfaces. This is one. Second thing is R3 cats. You can call it as R3 cats. R3 cats. Another one is access cats. These three things are part of this time data recording. So time management subject essentially deals with these four major functions. What are they? Time data recording, leave management, attendance management, and time data collection. We are discussing about time data recording. Time data recording, you can maintain as positive time data, negative time data. This is positive time data, the actual working hour. Negative is the deviation of the data. And for this, you can maintain, for this time data recording, you can maintain some interfaces, time recording interfaces, R3 cats and XSS cats. So time data recording interfaces in real-time projects, some of the time data recording interfaces are used like Kronos, Kaba, Timelinks, BIS. These are used in real-time projects. Apart from SAP time management, SAP HR time management, in real-time project, you may be coming across Kronos, Kaba, Timelinks, BIS, other things are maintained. So you can maintain on a regular daily basis or weekly basis with an interface. Interface are usually maintained by SAP XI PI consultants. You are learning
Sir,
SAP
here,
HCM and SAP XI PI consultant
hello,
maintains these interfaces. Meaning, for example, you have a third-party system,
hello,
and you have SAP
hello,
R3 ECC system.
hello.
Yeah, is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we are talking
Sir,
about,
here cat means?
yeah, we are discussing one by one, right?
Okay. We
Everything,
are going to discussing about this.
of course, everything
Uh,
we are discussing,
yeah,
right? One by one.
yeah, yeah. Okay, sir.
So, so SAP XIPA system may be there for interfaces. So we are talking about time data recording interfaces. So third party system, and there is this middleware. So middleware can be inbound. Middleware can be inbound. We can call it as inbound interface. Inbound interface. We are talking about the real-time scenarios. So inbound interface, let me type it. So here, what is happening is you are maintaining SAP R3, SAP R3 ECC system. So whatever we are maintaining, like employee data, for example, barcode, or through some swipe in machine, you are using some barcode or swipe in, all these things you are maintaining. So this here you are maintaining, for example, as an example, I am maintaining it as some employee name, for example, employee name, employee ID, employee name, employee ID. Okay, so login time, log out time, login, log out, all these things, in and out, all these things you are maintaining. Login time, login date, login, all these things you are maintaining and maintaining through the inbound interface. So you require this SAP XIPA system as middleware, and you are also maintaining the ABAP consultant is required to maintain the some of the interfaces. In SAP, what you are doing is, in SAP, you are maintaining, for example, certain gateways are maintained. Gateways, certain gateways you are maintaining, like AL11 T code. All these things are extra knowledge for you. If you know, it's better. Otherwise, also it's okay. So directory you are maintaining, and it is going to the file. It will go to the file, and you are maintaining the info type records. You are maintaining info type records. Records. That is how you are maintaining. So outbound also you can maintain. Outbound you are maintaining. How you are maintaining? For example, outbound interface. Any of the outbound. For example, you are maintaining some master data, employee information. It should be maintained. For example, EE master data. This EE master data is not an outbound interface, is not inbound. It is an outbound interface. Outbound interface. Outbound interface. What is outbound interface? Because this data is maintained automatically coming through the SAP XAPI system. For example, you are hiring any new employee data, or any changes, or any leaves the employee is taking, leaves, new employees, leaves, any changes, all these are you maintained as inbound, outbound from SAP point of view, meaning data is flowing into SAP system. This is data is flowing to the third party system. This is one thing. Next thing is cats. We're talking about next thing is cats. We're talking about time data recording only. So this is part of time data recording. R3 cats. Let's talk about R3 cats. So R3 cats, we can also call it as um, cross application timesheet with R3 system. R3 system we have discussed about in the initial classes. 3-tier architecture in the SAP system. You can call it as R3 cats, or you can call it as cross application timesheet with R3 system. So how it is maintained? For example, data, how you are maintaining. For example, there is some sales for example, sales executives are there. Now sales executive 1, let's suppose A or 1, anything I can take. For example, I'm taking as A, sales executive A. Now the sales executive A is maintaining filling some time sheets, meaning here he will maintain some time sheets. Like Monday, I worked for 5 hours. Tuesday, I worked for some 8 hours. Tuesday, I worked for this many hours. Wednesday, I worked for some 10 hours. Thursday, I worked for example, some 6 hours. Like this, he's filling the sheet. Similarly, there may be another sales executive, for example, sales executive B. He is also filling some data. Any data he is filling. For example, he is filling like this. Like this, they are filling. And there may be other data. Other employees may be there. Now, this is maintained. This data is going to the time administrator. Time admin. In PS subject, we have discussed about administrator, pinch feature, PA admin, time admin, payroll admin. Time administrator. Now this time administrator is consolidating the data. All this data is consolidated data. He is consolidated data for sales executive A, B, C, like that he's maintaining. That consolidated data is sent to the respective approvers. Respective approvers, meaning, for example, approvers. Example, it can be some sales manager. Sales manager. Sales manager, say X, sales manager X is the reporting manager for sales executive A and B. For example, sales executive A and sales executive B. And sales manager sales manager Y is the reporting manager for say sales executive C and D. Let me copy and paste this. Sales executive C and D. It can be anything. It's just an example. Respective approvers. Who are respective approvers? For sales executive A, say Mr. X is the reporting manager for both executive A and B. For C and D, another manager is the approver. So respective approvers, it is going to the respective approvers. Now this manager, respective approver, this manager can approve, he can reject, he can approve, he can reject, he can modify, he can send back, resend. You can say resend. All these things he can do for individual employee level. That consolidated data. These things he can do. He can approve, he can reject, he can modify, he can resend the form. So whatever is approved, only approved data is going to the ECC system. It will go to the ECC system and it will eventually be maintained. This is the process of R3 CATs. Then we have another CAT, excess CATs. Excess CATs. Excess CATs. So what is excess CATs? You can also call it as cross application timesheet, cross application timesheet with respect to ESS, MSS. You can call it excess CATs or you can call it cross application timesheet for ESS, MSS. You can also call it, both are the same thing. Excess meaning ESS and MSS. What is ESS, MSS? ESS meaning employee self-service. Employee self-service. MSS meaning manager self-service. Manager self-service. So if you want for these cats, you can use some T codes also. You can use for the R3 cats, you can use some T codes. What are the T codes? You can check cat to T codes. These are nothing but the T codes. Cat 2, cat 4, cat 6, these things you can maintain. What is cat 2? Time admin person record. Cat 2 time administrator record. Cat 4 for approving data by manager. For this T code for approve data by manager. Whoever is the approver. It can be a lead, it can be a supervisor. Cat 6, for example, it is maintained as a record in the SAP system. The approved data maintained in the records of SAP system. Approved data is maintained in the system. Let's say this is, you can check this cat one. Excess cats, we are talking about excess cats. So the same example, for example, we have taken here some sales executive. I can take the same example once again. The sales executive, what they are doing is they are maintaining the data. It's not, there is no time admin. They are themselves maintaining the data. For example, the sales executive A, sales executive B, they are separately logging in to, for example, the company portal. Log into the company portal. They will enter their login ID password. They will use. And they'll maintain as ESS functionality. ESS meaning employee self-service functionality. There, what they will do, they will fill the timesheet. They will fill this timesheet. For example, this should be at the beginning. In fact, here it should be in the beginning. They are filling this timesheet. This is the timesheet they are filling. Timesheet. For example, they are filling individually. Individual employee logs in with their individual ID password. Now there is no concept of administrator. It directly going to the approver. Where is that approver? Yeah. Respective approver. It is going to the respective approvers. Now before that, the approver has to again go to the login. Before this, the approver, same thing, same story, logs into the portal, but this is not ESS. He logs in as MSS functionality. This employee is employee logging in as ESS functionality. Then that is available. This data is available. For example, manager X is logging in, he will have only this data. If manager Y is logging in, he will have only this data. Then again, he can reject or modify or do whatever. Then what happens? Again, same thing. Only approved data is maintained. You can maintain only approved directly. It is maintained. So the load, HR admin load is reduced. This is about CATs. So we discussed about this thing. Let's talk about leave management. Leave management meaning how you are maintaining the leaves. Leave management. How you are maintaining the leaves. Leaves are two types. Leaves are two types. One is paid leave. Paid leave. Another one is unpaid leave. Paid leave and unpaid leave. So what is this paid leave? Paid leave is nothing but employee is on leave and also is getting that salary for that leave period. Unpaid leave meaning, for example, employee's absence for a particular day, he is not paid for that day. It can be loss of absence or LOP, loss of pay. It can be any of the such things. Example, LOP. So he is not getting any salary for paid leave, unpaid leave. So you have different, what I'm saying is paid leave, employee is on leave and paid for the duration of the absence. Unpaid leave, employee is not paid for the absence. For example, LOP, loss of pay, or loss of absence. All these things you can maintain. So there are different types of leaves are there. You can say types of leaves. You can log out and log in after 15 minutes because it's ending. Then we will discuss about types of leaves.
Okay, sir.